Yes, this morning I greet you in love, peace, as I speak, righteousness goes forth. For I speak the truth. And I say unto you that this day, Christ is the only way unto God. Why would I say that? Because I know He is the only way unto God. Now many will say that He is not the only way unto God. Many will say that what if somebody call Him the light? Who they call the light? They call Him God the light. But that don't say Christ is not the only way. Let me explain to you so you may understand why I said that Christ is the only way. Now, you have an image, and I, as a man, want to come unto you to speak a word unto you like right now. Now, I want to meet you and get to know you. How can I do that? In order for me to come unto you and get to know you as in person, I have to first meet your image. Now you in your normal state of mind, you wouldn't think I would meet your image first, but I'm explaining to you that you may understand why and what Jesus was saying when Jesus said the words, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man come unto the Father except through me. What Jesus was saying, He was making it very clear that guess what? I am the only way. Which He's talking about the Christ, which is the image of God. That's what He's talking about. Now, the Christ is the image of God. Okay? Just like you have your image, I meet your image first. Then the person in you, who the real person is, react and it greet me if you allow love to take over. Because first thing you see, you don't hate first, but you love first. Love automatically comes. But because of my action or something I have done in your presence or you heard of me, that's when you start to put up walls to protect yourself from the actions that I've done. But love is something that comes naturally. It's not something you work for, something that comes. And God is love. He comes. Now, God, the Almighty, the light, as some man say, I will say this much to you. If you have seen the light, which is Christ Himself, because you have to see the image of God in order to see the light. The light is the substance of whatever, a substance of things. Anything can be a light. Once you can see it, it is a light. It don't have to be a light of a sun that blinds you, but is the light that manifests itself that you can see it. What I'm saying to you is this. The image of God is the light. And He is Christ. I don't care how you flip it, you turn it, you try to twist it and put it in a knot. I'm trying to make it look Jesus is not the only way. But let me say this much to you. Save yourself the drama. Save yourself the agony. But know one thing. The teachings of Jesus will always live forever. And the teaching that he teach about the Christ coming in you. Now when the Christ comes in you, who all men supposed to see, all men, I don't care who and what, at some point in their life, they will see God if they are pure in heart. Now my question to you, are you pure in heart? Because many people thinking because of the thing that you do, guess what happened? You are not right with God, you are not right. But like the things that you do are justified, you're justified by the things that you do. Because they themselves is corrupted in their minds, they're thinking that the things that you do is what justify you. But Christ is who justify you. Christ is who called you. You didn't call Christ, Christ called you. You didn't turn away from whatever you turned away first, but Christ see you in your mess and come and choose to come for you. So why do men go around condemning themselves? Because they're trying to prove themselves to other men. That's the reason why they condemn themselves. Simple. But I come to say to you, my point today is about the image of God. And it's about He is the only way. Don't fool yourself. You cannot meet me in person unless you first meet my image. Yeah, you might come and see my image and never heard the name that somebody in English call it, or somebody in Japanese call it, or somebody in whatever call it, and then call it whatever you choose to call it, because on my forehead is no name on my forehead. But guess what? You choose to call it certain name, and it so happened that it is who? The image of God. It is the image of God. What else is going to change it? There's nothing you can change it to. The image of God. The image of God is Christ. And that's the only way unto God. You cannot meet God unless you meet His image. May God bless you and keep you and bring you in perfect peace, that you may go forth and proclaim the gospel of Christ. And this is what Christ speaks. Christ speaks of the image of God. You cannot go on to God unless you have meet the image of God. And I pray that you as a man or a woman hear and meet the image of God. Because He's the only way, the truth, and the light. That's what He said. That's why He's speaking about the light. He is the only way. He's the way, the truth. Because when you see it, it's the truth. First you read the words, walk in hope to receive the promise. You see it, it is the truth, because you see it for yourself, you heard it for yourself. And it is the light, because you have seen my face in person and meet me. My face is the light, and in me is the true me, the true self, which is, if you use an example, God, who is the Christ, and Christ is the image of Himself, the one that within Him, the Almighty, which is the true light. Thank you for listening, for hearing the Word of God. God bless you.